What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be bringing you another team for the Love Cup, still utilizing Pokemon that I invested in for this cup, that being that triple legacy Seaking, because that was a steep investment, so I'm going to get full use out of it, right? And we also have Wormadam Trash, which I invested for the Halloween Cup back in 2020, and it still has a lot of great play here. Now, I'm going to be showcasing Medicham today. Medicham is a fantastic fighter in Open Great League as well, so this is the time, if you don't have a Medicham or an XL Medicham, is the time to build one because it does phenomenal in Great League, and we're running Counter Psychic and Ice Punch there on Medicham. You guys can run Power Up Punch instead of Ice Punch, but I definitely wanted the coverage with Ice Punch for Charizard, for the Mirror fight, and for Vileplume as well. So let me know what you guys think about this team and these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, getting into these battles here. We have Medicham on the lead versus Clefable. This is what you don't want. So we're going to safe swap into Seaking right away, and we are going to see Alomomola now come in. What's great about this fight is Seaking wins this fight. You can go for Icy Wind too. Even though it is resisted, you're lowering the attack of the opponent, and we are going to have to give up shields. But this safe swap of Seaking and then bringing in Alomomola, I can flip this matchup, which means I can bring in Wormadam Trash into the Clefable, and things are going to be looking pretty good. Now we're going to go for drill runs here. I went for that Icy Wind first, so that waterfalls do less and less damage the longer we get into this fight, and drill run is going to do neutral right there. Even though it is resisted, it definitely adds up there, which is why I went for it. Now we are going to go for another drill run right here. If they don't shield this, we flip it, right? We've only given up one shield, but they do decide to shield, which is fine. I can now commit to the farm down. I will have to give up my second shield right here, but Alomomola will not be able to get to another Psychic by the time I farm it down, which is why I said this safe swap of Seaking is so deadly. Even if they had a hard counter like Electrode or Shadow Vileplume, we have Drill Run and Icy Wind. That is why Seaking is so deadly. Now, I go for a blind Icy Wind. Don't do that. I go for a blind Icy Wind because I thought Clefable was coming back in, and it was Sunny Cast Form. So now I'm going to hopefully get to the Drill Run, which I do. I should have just gone for Drill Run in hindsight because I know it would have done more damage. And we actually land this next one, which is amazing. That is huge right there. So now we can bring in Medicham. They swap into Clefable, and we have Wormadam right here. And that is basically going to be a good battle. Two Iron Heads right here. They do still have a shield. And this is why Charm is just, it's so deadly, everyone. It chunks. We are resisting right here with a very bulky Pokemon with Wormadam Trash. And Charm is still shredding us down. We may not be able to survive because they are going to be getting to a charge move right here, which is very dangerous. I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I actually go down, I think I could get to an Ice Punch, but we survive the Meteor Mash and are able to get off the Iron Head right there, and that is basically going to be a good battle. We still have Medicham with near full health, and they have the Cast Form in the back with not a lot, and we can just counter down, and that is going to be a good game. So right there, losing lead against the Clefable, but Seaking on safe swap is so deadly, which is why I invested in it when I was looking at simulations. This was just the time to do it, and I've been getting my full investment back. Plus, I think it's going to be good in future events, future Sylph Cups, etc. So we have Medicham on the lead versus Medicham. All right, mirror fight. And the opponent is an XL. If you guys look in the top right, that is a 1495 Best Buddy Medicham. And mine's not Best Buddy, and mine's like, I think, level 41.5, maybe 41. So they go for Psychic. I'm going to go ahead and go for Psychic here myself. I'm hoping we can land it. And because I'm running Ice Punch, this is why I'm running Ice Punch instead of Power Up Punch, is because I can go for neutral damage right here to win this mirror fight. Now, they could be running Ice Punch as well, but I'm guessing they're not. So I go ahead and land that, which is beautiful. So now we can see what they have in the back. Things are still not over, though, and they're going to have a Wormadam Trash, which is going to be kind of tough right here. We don't get to the Ice Punch in time, but counter did quite a bit of damage. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Seaking right here. Yeah, I decided to bring in the Seaking into this fight. I will have to give up shields, but energy on Seaking I think is going to do really well. And I'm guessing maybe they have Electrode, which is an alternative you guys could run to Seaking. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. And they're not swapping out, which tells me Seaking might have a lot of play. So I'm just going to go for drill runs right here. I need to start chunking health. And Wormadam Trash, hopefully they don't have a fire in the back. That's what I'm kind of worried about. But they swap out into Electrode. And like I said, Electrode and Seeking, I've been preaching this from all previous videos that you guys have seen on the channel. Electrode and Seeking are the best safe swaps in this meta. They are so deadly, but we can bring in the Wormadam Trash right here to Electrode. Now, hopefully, we can pull this game around. It's definitely going to be tough, but we will shield that Discharge, and we're going to go for Bug Buzz right here. What's very key is that this Bug Buzz gets a defense drop on our opponent. It does have a chance to do it. They shield, and we get the defense drop right there, which is huge. I'm going to have to rely on this confusion damage to get this thing as low as possible, but they might be able to dance energy very well, and might be able to one-shot the Seeking if they play it right. But confusion is chunking so much, they are going to have to throw their energy right there. So, defense is dropped. We're going to bring in the Seeking, and we're going to pray, everyone. We're going to pray. Volt switches are coming through. We farm down with 1 HP in a dream, and we have Drill Run after 1 fast move ready to go. This is going to do enough neutral damage to take out the Wormadam Trash, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. So basically a mirror team, Electrode instead of Seeking, but very well played to my opponent. Alright, moving into this next battle. Let's see how this one goes. We have Medicham versus Slowbro with 2021 glasses. We're going to swap right away, and it's actually a Water Gun Slowbro. Again, Seeking coming in this matchup is very nice. We're resisting those Water Guns, and we have neutral damage right here with Drill Run. We have to watch out for Psychic, so I will be fine with giving up shields, and especially since they're staying in. This tells me whatever's in the back might actually be weak to Seeking, so if I can commit to this farm down right here and they don't swap out, we could be looking very good. But they do swap out into a Crustle right here, so I'm going to go ahead and go for Drill Run. I'm not too worried about trying to lower the attack of the opponent. What I'm looking to do is chunk as much health as possible, which we do. That's beautiful. It does neutral because of the Rock Bug typing here. So they're going to go ahead and throw some energy. I'm going to let this go. Seeking would just get farmed down by the Crustle, and I can just come in with Medicham and load up on some energy right here. So we're going to go ahead and bring back in the Medicham. We still have the Wormadam Trash in the back, so hopefully they don't have a fire. We'll have to see. But having Slowbro and Crustle, I'm wondering, you know what? They may have like a Sunny Castform. They may have a Sunny Cherrim. So we'll have to see what happens. But we are probably going to see the Slowbro come back in. They do have 2 shields still, but we have loaded energy. Slowbro does come back in. Now we're going to go ahead and go for Psychic right here. It's going to be resisted, but it's same type attack bonus because we are part Psychic typing, so it still does a lot of damage, and we swap right away into Wormadam, and it's actually a Wormadam Trash Mirror, which is pretty good for us. But hopefully we get, again, relying on those defense debuffs, but we are down shields. Now my Medicham still has quite a bit of health as well, and they let that one go, which is definitely nice. If I was on their side, I'd be shielding these Bug Buzzes because more health on Wormadam is going to be deadlier and deadlier for my Medicham, but I'm going to go ahead and save. Now we got our defense drop as well, which is unfortunate, but we can get to this next Bug Buzz in time. My win condition now is with Medicham with counter. We are going to be getting a shield right there. But as long as I save a shield on Medicham, I should be able to fully counter down this Wormadam. It is low enough. I have a shield, and they do decide to throw Iron Head, so I'm going to swap right away and start countering down because I don't want them to farm me down for energy. We fully counter down. I'm going to go ahead and shield. Remember, Slowbro just has Water Gun. It's very low, and it's just throwing its energy, so I will be able to shield that, farm down, and then counter down the Slowbro, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Alright, yeah, I think their win condition might have been double shielding the Wormadam. That would have definitely been more tough, but hey, we're going to go ahead and move into this next battle here. We have Medicham on the lead versus Medicham. Another. I literally never see Medichams on the lead, and then I decided to run my own, and now I'm seeing mirror fights. So again, in this matchup, we're just going to go straight for Psychic right here. I don't want to shield bait with an Ice Punch. We just want to land the Psychic or get a shield, both of which is good. So we do land it, which is really nice. And we get a defense drop. Man, these defense drops are real right here with Psychic and Bug Buzz. Now we're going to let it go as well. And it's an Ice Punch from them. Now they do decide to swap out into Alomomola, so we're going to go ahead and swap now into Seeking. That was a bit slow right there on my end, but like we've seen before, I believe in match 1, Seeking can win this matchup very easily as well, as long as we shield, and we're just going to be doing a lot of damage. Now I think I decide to go for all Drill Runs this time. But, you know, I could have gone for Icy Wind like last time, but we'll have to see what happens. We go for Drill Run here. It lands. Beautiful. We want to come out of this with loaded energy because they may opt to not shield. So I am about halfway to another Drill Run after throwing this one, and they do decide to shield, which is actually nice. Now I'm fine with giving up my second shield right here and overloading on energy and basically farming down. So I'm going to go ahead and shield, because what I can do is get off an Icy Wind against the Medicham that decides to come back in. They decide to swap back in. So we're going to go ahead and go for Icy Wind. They may shield this. We'll have to see. They do decide to shield, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get to a Drill Run. They're going to have to throw energy, but I swap to Wormadam on the charge move, knowing that they probably are going to be going with Ice Punch, and this is going to be resisted right here, so we soak it on the Wormadam. And they actually, since they're swapped out, they're locked in right here. Alomomola is low. This Medicham is not going to do anything to Wormadam because of our typing. That's Steel typing right there, so we're going to be resisting quite a bit. Dynamic Punch still hurt right there. I was expecting them to be running Psychic, but that's okay. And things are still looking good. We still have energy on Medicham. We still have energy on Seaking. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Porygon right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for Bug Buzz. Now, what's dangerous about this Porygon is its ability to spam charge moves. So I have to make sure it dumps its energy. And remember, there's still a Alomomola in the back. So we're going to try to do as much damage as we can. They swap into a Alomomola. So I'm hopefully going to get to a Bug Buzz, which I do. This should do enough damage to take it out. Iron Head would be resisted, and it may just not do enough damage, but Bug Buzz for sure will. So what we're going to do is force them to throw the energy. They cannot farm me down because Confusion is doing too much damage. And remember, this Porygon just loaded up on energy. Our win condition is with Medicham. So we're going to bring in Seaking and force them to throw, because otherwise Poison Jab would take them out, or I'd get to a charge move. They dump their energy again, and now we can bring in Medicham and counter down, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving into this next battle. We have Medicham on the lead versus Slow. I kept seeing Slowbros with Medicham. We're going to just swap out right away, and they're not swapping out as well, which tells me Seaking has quite a bit of play against them in the back, but this time instead of Water Gun, it's a Confusion one, which is definitely hurting right here. Seaking goes down way quicker to that Confusion. So we will give up one shield, if I can get to this Drill Run though, but we will give up one shield right here and try to throw the Drill Run, right? So we're going to go ahead and shield that Psychic. We're going to overload on energy just in case they decide to let this go, but I'm going to go ahead and go for Icy Wind. Reason being, it's going to do enough resisted damage to take it out. If they shield, which they do, Confusion is now going to do less damage, but I can't farm it down. I should have just thrown the Icy Wind probably right away when I had it, and I might have been able to survive. Now, we're going to bring in Wormadam because the Slowbro has loaded energy, which means if this is a Psychic, it is going to be resisted, but it's a Water Pulse for neutral damage, which is okay. But we're going to go ahead and farm down. Now, hopefully they don't have a Fire in the back. Oh, they do. They got a Cast Form. We're going to go ahead and swap into Medicham now, and they're staying in, which means Medicham might have some play against whatever's in the back, or they have double counters for the Wormadam. So we're going to go ahead and let that Weather Ball through. We're going to go ahead and go for Psychic now. This is where Power Up Punch could be pretty nice for shield baiting opportunities, but we have to throw the Psychic to try to land it, and we do, which is beautiful. So we're going to try to farm down right here, but they do get to a charge move. Now, tough decision. I think I'm going to go ahead and shield on the Medicham right here to block that Weather Ball. They do decide to swap out into a Wormadam as well, so we're going to go ahead and go for Ice Punch right here. This is where Power Up Punch would really help out because the counters would just keep adding up, and I need to get into my own Wormadam as fast as I can, but the switch clock just came up as I went down. This is not good. We're in even health, but they have a massive energy advantage on me, and they still have the Cast Form in the back, which basically one Ember could basically take us out. So we're going to go for Bug Buzz. This is what you want to go for in the mirror, and praying for that defense drop so we can hopefully win this matchup, which we do get it right there. We're on point today with these RNG defense drops, but they do get to the next charge move, and that is basically going to be a good battle right here. I think I do have the energy to survive to get the Bug Buzz, but I over-tapped on accident, but an Ember from the Cast Form would have taken us out anyway, so that is a good battle. All right, moving into this next one, we have Medicham on the lead versus Porygon 2. Very, very ideal right here. We're just going to completely counter down, right? We're going to throw an Ice Punch as well to try to force a shield on them. They threw their energy so quick. I know this is just Tri-Attack. It's not going to be a Zap Cannon or anything like that. But we do get the attack and defense drop, which means it's annoying, but we can get more energy because we're doing less damage with counter. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Ice Punch right here to try to force a shield from them. They let it go, which is fine. We can just counter down right here. And I actually think I decide to let the Medicham go down. Shields might be better used on my Pokemon in the back, considering Medicham is the hardest counter to Porygon, which means their coverage, my coverage might be their coverage. So we do see Slowbro come in. Shadow Slowbro at that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in with the Wormadam right here. Their resistance to confusion is pretty huge, and they have a Magcargo, so we're going to go ahead and swap into Seeking. Things are looking really, really good. Now, we need to dance our energy pretty well right here. First, we're going to throw that Drill Run right away to force that shield from them, and we do get it, which is great. Now, you have to watch out for a Stone Edge here from Magcargo. It's going to do a lot of neutral damage, so we will give up a shield in this matchup. But what I'm guessing my opponent is gonna do right here is gonna let this next Drill Run go. So what I have to do is overload on energy so that I can hopefully get to another Drill Run against the Slowbro that is in the back. But I am a bit low, and it's a Shadow Slowbro, so that confusion is really gonna add up. Now, can I get to it in time? No, I cannot. That is unfortunate. But we have Wormadam right here. Wormadam has Bug Buzz, which does do super effective damage because of that Psychic typing. So we are going to shield right here. It's likely going to be throwing Water Pulses at us, but it's actually a Psychic, which means maybe they don't have Water Pulse. Water Pulse would do neutral damage in this matchup, but Bug Buzz right here will one-shot, so we are going to get that final shield. And a defense drop as well, so this is going to be a race. I'm telling you, these defense drops were unreal with these sets. So hopefully, if this is a Water Pulse, I think it's game over, but it's just going to be a Psychic, which is resisted, and then we should be able to get to this Bug Buzz. I over-tapped again. I kept doing that with Wormadam, was over-tapping. I think it's just from a little lack of experience with its energy, with Confusion and Bug Buzz. But that is going to be a good battle, very well played. If they have Water Pulse, I think that was game over. But yeah, good game. All right, moving into the final battle here. We have Medicham versus Medicham. Again, literally, Slowbros, Medichams on the lead. So we're going to do the same thing. We're not going to Shield Bait. We're going to go straight for that Psychic. But this Medicham is actually quite low. Did you guys see the combat power is 1383, which means it's probably roughly maybe like a 13 attack. It's definitely low IVs, but they may be trying to power up an XL one, right? So if it's low attack, high defense, and HP, they may be trying to power that up. But that means we can win CMP ties, which is really nice, and we're a bit bulkier as well. So we're going to go ahead and let these charge moves go through. It's just Ice Punch. So we're going to overload a bit, and now I'm going to throw the Ice Punch right here. This is either going to force a shield or we're going to win this lead. And as you guys saw, I faced a Medicham that was 1494, and now I faced a Medicham that's 1383 or whatever it was. So you're going to see a whole range. But we do have Electrode right here, which means we have to bring in Wormadam Trash. Now, whatever's in the back, I'm hoping Seeking can do well against. Either way, we cannot have Seeking here against the Electrode, and Bug Buzz is what we're going to be going for. We're hoping for that. Actually, I decided to go for the Iron Head right here. It's a bit more energy, or less energy, I should say, and I'm guessing we are going to get a shield, which we do, which is fine. So they're just loading up on energy, but I think my win condition right here is actually with Seeking, but they swap now into Magcargo after saving all of that energy on Electrode. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw this Drill Run right here just before they get to the Stone Edge so that they are forced to use that shield, otherwise we're just going to win. So they do have the shield right here, which is fine. And I will give up one shield. My win condition now is not actually with Seeking. It's with my Wormadam. Remember, I have a Bug Buzz loaded on it, and I have one more shield. So what we're going to do is overload a bit on energy, and now throw the Drill Run right here against our opponent. This Electrode now will have to either throw its energy or try its best to commit to the farm down, so they're going to go ahead and throw their energy. That's fine. I'm not going to shield. I have a Bug Buzz on my Wormadam. Yes, I will lose CMP tie right here, but what we're going to do, actually I have an Iron Head. I thought I had Bug Buzz there. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shield. We CMP tied, and now we can throw that Iron Head right here to take out the Electrode, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. So Electro, definitely tough. It's an amazing Pokemon for this cup. It's amazing for the Kanto Cup as well, so definitely worth the investment. And yeah, that was a good battle. 4-1 set. We did pretty dang well with this team. I think I went 10-5 with the team overall. 3,088 right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this team. Yes, I've used Triple Legacy Seeking in basically all 3 of my videos, but hey, if you guys invested in a Triple Legacy Seeking, you've probably used it a lot too. It's very good in this meta, and it's a fantastic safe swap because whatever it's weak to, that being maybe the Shadow Vileplume or the Electrode, you will get shield advantage with that, which is huge when it comes to winning endgame. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.